What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Awakening World. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and I'm really excited about tonight's show because we have several wonderful people with us. We are going to experience kind of a ceremony, if you will, as only one person can provide. And that one person happens to be the wonderful Abigail Spinner McBride. She always just brings so much really unique love and juiciness to the show. So we're going to have a whole experience with Abigail in a few minutes. And then we're going to also meet, he's been on the show a couple times recently, and he's got a really exciting book that is right down the line of what our interests are. And of course, I'm talking about Choa White Eagle. And another friend of ours who's been on the show many times, who also has a brand new book, my longtime friend, Karina Lapuma. Would you believe we've known each other for over 40 years? She was 6 when I met her. So it's going to be really exciting to have that. And then this week is Michael Bailey Week. We're going to do a big event on Friday night at the Sunrise Center. It is a hybrid event, and I would show you Michael, but he doesn't have his camera on right now. So you'll just have to wait and you'll meet Michael in a little bit. We will have prayer time with Diara. And as always, we're going to start the show in my favorite way to do it. I know it's your favorite way as well. Our beloved Omashar. Take it away, partner.
Take it away. Yes, that sounds like a song right there. And thank you. It's my most exciting way to start the show too. And welcome those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube. We love you, and we're so grateful you're tuning in, even though it may be in the future or it may be now, and of course our streaming partners. And we shall start the rock and roll with some a cosmic woo-woo song called The One I Am. The One I Am. Oh, to dumb. One I am has always been here, whispering songs of life and love. Come with knowing our day draws nearer. Come joy and endless love. Sacred dancing breathes our heart song. Silent yearning keeps alive. A union blessed before beginning, preordained beyond all time. Each step I take is one step closer to you. A joyous stride into the new. Each breath I breathe takes me inside your heart. Now I remember how to feel, and I remember how to fly. The one I am, fly. I am that I am. Open to our sacred merger, shedding tears of divine bliss. Every movement tells a story, nothing could compare with this. So here in fullest understanding, breathing light through every word, our lives become so undemanding. Finally seen, finally heard. Each step I take is one step closer to you. A joyous stride into the new. Each breath I breathe takes me inside your heart. Now I remember how to feel, and I remember how to fly. The one I am, fly. I am that I am. The one I am, I am that I am. The one I am, I am that I am.
Woohoo! Let's all send twinkle and loves and hearts and also
Did the sound cut out at all?
No, we did no sound cut
Whoa!
out. You did it.
Maybe. I mean, yes. Fingers crossed. No, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you. Although it was actually kind of always funny when everybody was dancing and they would cut out for 2 seconds and everyone freeze like, and then it would start up again. I mean, it was almost like
It's like life, isn't it? There's a thread in it, and if the sound stops, we stop. But why don't we just keep on flowing? It's a good lesson.
it is. It is. We're going to go to Abigail in a moment, but I do want to just acknowledge a couple of the wonderful comments. And I'm curious, I should have asked how many of you were able to make it to the beautiful event Becky Suzik and all her friends put together just before this with Becky and Dot Maver. I saw that Dia Therese was there and Carol Craig was there. I had clients, so I wasn't able to be there, but I know that many of you probably
It
attended.
was actually
So,
quite phenomenal. There was many of us there, and they did a beautiful dance directly from Hiroshima, the Peace Dome, and I managed to watch it until about quarter after. And so it was wonderful watching, joining in with Dot Maber in the Global Silent Minute, because at least 2/3 of the people on the call were from Japan itself, and so there was
wow,
an absolute. You could feel the wave. You could feel that let peace prevail on earth vibe. So yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad to know that. And isn't it wonderful all these colleagues we get to collaborate with? I really love that.
It's amazing. It just, you've been doing this show, Scott, for 6 years, but you have connected so many people up, and we're all finding each other, these
Yeah.
imaginal selves, and we're all doing it together. It's amazing. And so, I mean, lifting the world, I mean, whatever you want to call it, doing it together, but whatever, we're making love together, okay? And
We always talk about how the caterpillar, goes into its thing, it dies, it turns into a goop, and the imaginal cells find each other and create the butterfly. And we are the imaginal souls finding each other.
it really is that. And people used to say, why are you just preaching to the choir? Why don't you go out and preach it to the world? But the choir is so huge now that the world can hear
Yes,
it, right? It's
exactly.
massive. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Thank you very much. Um, I really like a lot of you, talked about all the different things happening for Lionsgate. And so many of our friends and colleagues, uh, Donnie and Heather in Black Temple, Eden Amadora, I had dinner with her 2 nights ago, and all of our friends that are doing amazing things, including us. We've got a great show planned for Saturday. But I really want to read what Dia Therese wrote about the Lionsgate. I think it's beautiful. She wrote, it's simple. The lion and the lamb shall lie down together. That's 8-8 for me. Portals opened to welcome peace. So, Dia Therese, from your beautiful words, your mouth to God's ears, may it be so. I love Abigail McBride. It's just always exciting for me when she's on the show. Um, and we always say she's such a busy person. We have to book her sometimes 6 months in advance. But here she is. And of course, some of you that are old timers remember her, and you'll also remember her husband, the great magician Jeff McBride. But for those of you who don't know Abigail, let me tell you a little bit about her. She wears many hats. She is truly a Renaissance woman. She's a singer, a musician, a belly dancer, a mother, a magician, a teacher, and much, much more. She's twice won the International Pagan Music Association Award for Best Female Artist of the Year. And we love pagan on this show, and we're going to get to experience some of her musical offerings in a few minutes. She's known as the High Priestess of the Family of Fire, holding center of the Vegas vortex with her husband, our beloved friend, Jeff McBride. And together they run McBride's Magic and Mystery School in Las Vegas. It's both an online event and it's worldwide, world known. Abigail's been playing music since she was 4 years old and has been teaching drumming, movement, and meditation classes since 1992, which, if my math is right, that's a long time. That's what, 34 years.
Yeah.
Her most recent album, Communion of Earth and Sky, is now streaming on all platforms, including our friends at Bandcamp. And we love Bandcamp. That's who we always like to support.
Bandcamp Friday, this Friday.
Oh, okay. So let's definitely, I'll make sure I go to Bandcamp and promote Abigail's album, Omashar's albums, plural. With no further ado, I welcome our dear friend, Abigail Spinner McBride. Welcome.
Thank you, Scott. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'd like to begin with a land acknowledgement. I am living in Las Vegas, which is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Southern Paiutes or the Nuwu people, the Washoe or the Washeshu, the Northern Paiutes or the Numu people, the Western Shoshone or the Newe, and the Hualapai tribe. I am grateful to be here, and I think it's always good to start from a place of gratitude. So I invite you to take a deep breath into your center and think about something that you are grateful for right now. And if you'd like, if you're here live with us on Zoom, you can type it in the chat. One thing that you're grateful for gives us a good place to begin from. And while you're contemplating gratitude, I invite you to breathe deeply and naturally. Contemplating gratitude for the fact that we can breathe. We know more than ever what a precious gift each breath truly is. Gratitude for the fact that we live on a beautiful blue planet, just the perfect distance from the sun so that we can have atmosphere, so that we can breathe. Surrounded by green and growing things, even here in the desert, so that we can have oxygen and they can have carbon dioxide. Gratitude for the good health that allows us to be in this place at this time, and the resources that allow us to receive these transmissions through the pixels and across the airwaves. As you breathe, bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet and feel your connection to this good earth. Feel yourself rooted in your place and in your time, and know where you are right now. Gratitude that we are able to be aware, that we are able to be grateful. Breathing deeply and naturally, filling with gratitude, feeling our connection to the sky and all that is above, to the cosmic starlight and the infinite intelligence that is aware of us just as we are aware of that. Feeling ourselves as the bridge between the above and the below. The tree of life, the connector. Breathing deeply and naturally, feeling the balance of above and below within us in our own center, feeling that balance and feeling that gratitude. I had asked Scott if he might be able to put some of the lyrics to the songs that I'll be sharing tonight into the chat, and I invite those of you who are here with us to sing along. You can leave yourselves muted so we don't make a sonic mess, but really it's about making vibration. So I would love for you to sing, I would love for you to dance, and I would love for you to experience yourself as one voice in the great choir of it all. This first song was the first song I ever wrote way, way back. My mom used to say, Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha, which means, oh beloved, open my lips that my mouth may sing your praise. So this song was my calling to that spirit and an invitation. Please sing. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. And we say, let the way be open, 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 let the way be open. Sing, sing through my voice, play through my hands, let the way be open. Let the way be open, I said, let the way be open, I said, let the way be open, 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 let the way be, let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my arms, let the way be open, let the way be Part of we know how the way is opening is when we're able to let go of our fear, to let go of our judgment, and to open ourselves to the blessings that each moment has to offer. So Scott, you can put the lyrics for that second song in now and we'll roll right into it. Free the mind from judgment, free the heart from fear, releasing expectation, bringing spirit here. Free the mind from judgment, free the heart from fear, releasing expectation, bringing spirit here. Open up our minds, open up our hearts, open up our voices, let the magic start. Open up our minds, open up our hearts, open up our voices, let the magic start right here, right now, right here. Nice thing about almost all of my songs is that all of the parts work together. So if there's one part that you like, just keep singing it and it'll fit right in with the others. Free the mind from judgment, free the heart from fear, releasing expectation, bringing spirit here. Free the mind from judgment, free the heart from fear, releasing expectation, bringing spirit here. Open up our minds, open up our hearts, open up our voices, let the magic start. Open up our minds, open up our hearts, open up our voices, let the magic start right here, right now, right here, right now. May our minds be free from judgment. May our hearts be free from fear. May we release our expectations so that spirit can be here. Free our minds from judgment, free our hearts from fear, releasing expectation, bringing spirit here. Bringing spirit here. We are bringing spirit here. Bringing spirit, bringing spirit, bringing spirit here. We are bringing spirit here, yes. Bringing spirit here. Bringing spirit, bringing spirit, bringing spirit here. Well, we know living in the desert that it is always good to drink water. So go ahead and have a drink. So this song is a calling and an invocation where we honor the four elements and the four directions. Scott's going to put the lyrics in the chat for you. And I invite you to sing along on the chorus if you'd like to. Wheel of the year turns and spins, peace all around us and deep peace within, guardians and energies of the east, we call and sing this song to you. Bright bird blazing in the morn, breath bringer, light lifter, rosy dawn, come from around, come from within, bring the gifts that are yours to bring. We invoke, we honor and call, powers of east be with us all. Guardians and energies of the south, we call and sing this song to you. Sun cat stalking through the noon, flame forger, pulse pusher, passion's heat, come from around, come from within, bring the gifts that are yours to bring. We invoke, we honor and call, powers of south be with us all. Guardians and energies of the west, we call and sing this song to you. Silver wave rolling at evening time, tide turner, dream dancer, twilight hush, come from around, come from within, bring the gifts that are yours to bring. We invoke, we honor and call, powers of west be with us all. Guardians and energies of the north, we call and sing this song to you. Black bear roaming in the night, stone warden, root keeper, silent guard, come from around, come from within, bring the gifts that are yours to bring. We invoke, we honor and call, powers of north be with us all. The wheel of the year turns and spins, peace all around us and deep peace within. The wheel of the year turns and spins, peace all around us and deep peace within. Thank you so much, friends. It is such a pleasure. I'm so grateful to be able to share with you tonight.
Let's send some love and some twinkles. She's got more to come, but
More to
what
come.
a beautiful trio of musical offerings. Each one just opening our hearts and lifting our spirits.
Thank you so, so much. I'm so grateful, so thankful to be able to share with you all. I have something special now, which is a bit of a visualization and a meditation for you. So if you'd like to participate, you can take a couple of slow, soft, deep breaths, and you can close your eyes if you'd like and become aware of your own body. And just for a moment, I invite you to turn your attention away from all the outside events going on and notice what's going on inside of you. Notice if there's any discomfort and see if maybe you can find a more comfortable position. And if you become aware of a tense area of your body, see with a breath if you can let go of the tensing. And then let go. And bring your awareness to your breathing, feeling the air moving through your nose or mouth, down your throat, into your chest and belly. And if you'd like, you can imagine your breathing is like gentle waves on the shore, and that each wave slowly washes some tension out of your body and releases you even more. I invite you to imagine that you are a rose bush. Become a rose bush in your mind and discover what it is like to be this rose bush. Let your imagination develop on its own and see what you can discover about being a rose bush. What kind of rose bush are you? Where are you growing? What are your roots like? And what kind of ground are you rooted in? See if you can feel your roots going down into the ground. What are your stems and branches like? Discover all the details of being this rose bush. How do you feel as a rose bush? What are your surroundings like? What is your life like as this rose bush? What do you experience? And what happens to you as the seasons change? Continue to discover even more details about your existence as this rose bush, how you feel about your life, and what happens to you. And let your imagination go for 3 full breaths. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes and return to us here and to express your experience in the chat of being a rose bush. And I want you to tell us in the first person present tense, as if it were happening right now. For instance, I am a wild rose growing on a steep hillside in very rocky soil. I feel strong and good in the sunshine, and little birds make their nests in my thick vines. Or whatever your experience of being a rose bush is. Go ahead and type that in the chat, first person present tense. You can open your eyes when you're ready and share with us your experience of what it's like to be a rose bush.
And if anybody wants to verbally do it, like I'm going to demonstrate, just raise your electronic hand like that. That way you'll come right to the front. And I'd love to hear some of you share. I am an apricot colored rose bush. And I am on the same property where Scott lives, and I'm right overlooking the San Francisco Bay. And I have right now 8 roses that are in various stages of bloom, and feeling the air and feeling the water so close by, and the appreciation of the humans that smell me and sometimes clip my rose and take it away, to enjoy throughout the day and however they do brings me so much pleasure.
Beautiful. I'm seeing some really lovely things in the chat too. Carol wrote, I smell so wonderful. Everyone who passes me stops and takes a big whiff of my fragrance. I'm so gorgeous and everyone loves me and I'm yellow.
Lorna Sass, I've brought you on.
I am blooming fully and dancing in the sun.
Lovely. So beautiful. Susan says the thorns protect their little friends. And Karina writes, I am beautiful, big red rose bush with dark green leaves. I am healthy and abundant. Oh, these are so lovely, friends. Thank you so much for sharing them. It's really, really beautiful to see how you are as a rose and for us to witness each other being these beautiful roses.
You know, Abigail, our show is all about transformation. So I'm appreciating that Reverend Jeffrey wrote, my rose bush turned into a sunflower. Oh, there you go.
I love it.
And Carol writes, I am a beautiful rose bush basking in the sunshine, blooming fully with pink roses. I'm always appreciated and well cared for.
May it
And
be so. Yes.
Sylvia has raised her hand. So
Okay.
Sylvia, I'm putting you on camera and unmuting you.
I am a peace rose blooming in the garden at the Heath Health and Rehab Center in Heath, Ohio. And I am in the smokers section of the garden. And so I share my blooms with the residents in their wheelchairs and their walkers.
I love it. That is so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That made my day. Do you want to read the remaining ones, Abigail?
I'll read a couple. Let's see. I saw Dia said, I am a white rose in the snows of the Sawtooth Mountains. And Eleanor wrote, I am a rich pink rose bush, complete with thorns. I invite you to love all of me, leaves, flowers, and thorns, roots and stems. My aroma is captivating, and I'm happy to see your smile as you pass by. So lovely. People can keep sharing in the chat. It's really wonderful to see. I love that Karen's daughter's middle name was Rose. Scott, we're going to go to Make Peace with Your Body, because I think that's going to be an appropriate song right now. Make peace with your body. Make peace with your soul. Make peace with your center. Make peace be whole. Make peace with your body. Make peace with your soul. Make peace with your center. Make peace be whole. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. Make peace with your neighbors. Make peace with your friends. Make peace with your family. Make peace transcend. Make peace with your neighbors. Make peace with your friends. Make peace with your family. Make peace transcend. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. Make peace in the present. peace with the past. Make peace for the future. Make peace at last. Make peace in the present. Make peace with the past. Make peace in the future. Make peace at last. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. May peace prevail. All together. May peace prevail. 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 Friends, thank you so much for having me. It is such a pleasure and a joy to share time and space and imagination and rose bushes and breath and music with all of you. Scott, thank you so much for asking me to join you tonight.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And I was able to find you on Bandcamp, which is one of the things that we love about Bandcamp, is that it's easy to find people there. So I want to briefly direct people. And there's two ways you can reach Abigail. She's giving her email address, which is abigail@mcbridemagic.com. And that's one way that you can reach out to her. For those of you that are in the Zoom room, I am going to put that in the chat box for everybody right now, along with her bio, just as a reminder of who this magic woman is. So there she is. I also put where you can find her on Bandcamp, but I'm going to bring up her Bandcamp for a minute here. And Abigail, there's all sorts of wonderful things. I see our beloved Ganesha on one of your albums, Jai Ganesh, and I love Ganesha. He is my favorite. Just love him. And tell us a little bit about some of these offerings so people know which ones to buy.
Well, Communion of Earth and Sky is the newest album, and that is a full-on alchemical ritual. So anyone who is experienced in the paradigm of alchemy or is familiar with Western ceremonial magic is going to find some real hidden surprises and treats there. My previous album was called Mindful of Music, and that's a collection of songs that was born at our Sacred Fire Circle gatherings. My daughter Nico did the album cover art for both of those. And you can find a lot of my songs. I know someone had asked for that May Peace Prevail song, and I'll put it in the chat which album that one was on. I've actually released quite a number of albums. Some of them are on Bandcamp and some of them are on Spotify and other streaming platforms. If you look on Abigail Spinner McBride or Abby with an I, Abby Spinner McBride, you'll find me there. And of course, email me. Please keep in touch, abigail@mcbridemagic.com if you have any questions at all. Thank you again, Scott.
Let's go to Gallery View and all send her love, twinkles, and appreciation. What a beautiful, beautiful, just an amazing 40 minutes. Thank you so much, Abigail.
Thank you.
Love you very much.
Love you too.
Wow. All right. How are you all feeling? My heart is just so open from her beautiful music. And we've got amazing presenters, and I'm really happy to bring on right next is Joa White Eagle coming to us from his van. And welcome, Joa. It's great to have you back with us.
Thank you.
He's been on the path of awakening since 1976. And if my math is correct, that's 50 years ago when he had a near-death experience from a motorcycle crash. For 50 years, he has studied and educated a large array of holistic healing and spiritual practices, earning 2 master's degrees in spiritual psychology. And for the last 14 years, he has been educating a master's degree in holistic psychology at the Spiritual Leadership Academy. And so he's an extraordinary guy, and you've got a new book to share with us. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, and would you like our audience to know?
Yeah, I still got that song in my head.
Yeah,
Let
me too.
peace prevail.
Yeah, let's keep that song
I
in
hope
our
it's
heads.
okay with you, Abigail. I recorded a little bit of it for myself to just be able to sing some of these to myself.
Absolutely. That's how you know it's working. It's working. It's working. If it's sticking in your
Yeah,
head.
because
Also
I'm going to
put
be
them-
doing
Go ahead.
a peace walk. It's a global peace walk that's happening on the 19th of September here in Sarasota. So we'll be at a big park, a lot of people, and I'm going to sing that
Great.
song.
Make it your theme song.
Yeah, and I'll let people know who it came from.
Thank you.
So, all right. Well, yeah, I've been teaching spiritual psychology for 14 years. The college used to be called the University of Mount Shasta. That's where I lived for 21 years, and then it also was called the I Am University of Spiritual Psychology, and then we just recently changed it to the Spiritual Leadership Academy, and yes, I have a book coming out, and I'm very excited about it. It's called Celebrating Christ Consciousness. True happiness is not rocket science. And yeah, so I was guided to do this book and didn't really know where it was going to go. And then I was guided to get into study the Gnostic teachings of Christ, and it just blew me away. It's really fascinating, this information that's come out. There was actually two Christianities. The outer teachings, which you see, most of the Christianity you see today is we would call the outer teachings, which is about belief. And you must believe. And which to me has become a spell, to tell people how to believe. So the Gnostics is very different. Gnostic gnosis means to know, but not intellectual knowing. It's to know who you really are, that you are spirit, and to not just intellectually know that, but to really get it in your bones. And the teachings are amazing. And so much of it came through Mary Magdalene. And so I tell you, what happened was the Gnostics were killed. Eventually if people found out they're teaching it, they'd kill them. So, and they burned all the records, they thought, but some Gnostic monks, this is back like 150 years after Jesus' passing, these Gnostic monks saw that, they're going to have to burn their records or get in big trouble. And so they put them in a big jar, and buried these records in the Egyptian desert. And they were found in 1940s, and they couldn't figure out how to read them until the 1970s. And really, it's just not really recently that these interpretations are really coming out, and it's just blowing people away, blowing me away for sure. And it's very much about what the monad is. The monad is the oneness. It is also called the Godhead. But what I love about this teaching, because I've studied the I Am teachings for years, and love it. And but there's kind of a reaching up. It's like, oh, there's all the angels but the way the monad is taught, it's the ground of your being, and it's really shifting me. I'm a triple Aquarian, so I tend to really be up there in a lot of ideas, and it's really grounding me in spirit, and to really study this and learn to practice it. It's very direct teaching too. So in other words, this information came mainly from Jesus after his resurrection. For the weeks afterwards, he appeared to the disciples, certain ones, particularly Mary Magdalene, John, and a few others. And this is the direct teachings. In other words, when he taught in the Bible, he taught in parables, he taught very poetic, so people could read it in different ways. But most of the Gnostic teachings are, this is the practice, like yoga. This is what you do. And so he really taught us how to do what he did. And so that's what's really there. And so I'm bringing this through in my book to make it as simple as possible and understandable. And it's very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah.
You know, you're speaking our language, Joe, so you know we've had many people sharing about the Gnostics book.
Okay.
And we've done probably now at least 15 shows about Mary Magdalene. People that have, that are scholars that have studied Mary Magdalene. We recently just had the Mary Magdalene feast day, and our very own Christy Michaels is actually right here with us. And she's certainly become an expert on Mary Magdalene and her teachings. I've brought her up on screen spontaneously. She was not expecting this. But I'd love to, maybe just even have a little dialogue of my understanding is that there were two primary sects of Christianity. There was the Latin sect, which were converted Romans. So they still had that romantic conquer the world. So they decided, well, we'll conquer the world through Christianity. And then there was the African sect, or the Essenes, who were all about embodying the teaching of Jesus. They were vegetarian, they were peaceful, and as Joe has said, sadly, they were wiped out. So I'm curious, Christy, is there anything you'd like to add from your study of the Gospel according to Mary Magdalene?
Well, first off, I just want to say hi, Joe. Joa White Eagle, is a delight to meet you. Any man who's as passionate about this material is won my heart, because I had the same experience that you did. It just blew my socks off. And I just went, whoa, this is so great, because it's all about going within and getting that knowing at the level of the heart.
Yeah.
And so, oh my God, does that make a difference? Oh, it's so delicious and wonderful and lovely and open-hearted. It's just like the way this show started. True Gnostic expression of joy. So I celebrate you, and I'm looking forward to your book. This sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for taking it on.
Yeah.
And bringing the
Thank you.
message forward, because I think for me, what I learned was that the dogmatic or Genesis version is more, I am a sinner, and therefore I need the priest and I need to be saved and everything, where the Sophic version is, I need to remember who I am, and she's here helping me, trying to remember the truth about who I am.
Yeah, and the part about this being saved and all that, that's all written by the Romans. As far as I'm concerned, we could just remove the Romans part of the Bible, and that was 300 and something years later, and the Romans wrote it for their benefit to do what they wanted to do. It wasn't his word.
Make you obey and purify you so that you can find true love in a man, right? And get your prince and just indoctrinate the hell out of people and give us your money too. Tithe 10%. Come on. We could use some money over here.
One of the things I like to share, because this book actually puts together a lot. So I bring in Bashar in there. So we work quite a few different Paramahansa Yogananda. He had a quite connection to Jesus. And so there's a lot I'm pulling together in this book to kind of give us a new or a deeper, more accurate cosmology. And then to bring it into our life. How do we live this in our life day by day in a simple way, not get carried away, trying to overdo it. And so, and one of the things I want to share is that there's a real shift when you learn to identify yourself as divine, as the soul, as God, having a human experience, to really start shifting like that. So most of us, including myself, have been identified to being human, and then we're, trying to own the spiritual side. But what happens when you really flip it? What happens when you really get that you are the monad? You're
Yeah.
God looking through this body. You're God coming through, looking through, connecting with others. What's it like to really, really get into that? So that's
Yeah.
this book's about. And then you own the human issues. You own them. They're there. You're not, no spiritual bypass here. It's
Yeah.
there, but you're owning it from pure awareness. And so, and that's
It's
when,
perfect that Scott put you and I on together too, because the other piece of it is the balance. Because in order to be whole, you have to have both masculine and feminine, and the pleroma, which is the fullness of the divine, is balanced. And we have fallen so out of balance. We have only the patriarchy up here, and the divine feminine has been this little blip on the radar screen, just barely getting noticed and visible. So this all brings it up forward and brings it together, and then we have true oneness, and we can know that we are all made of the same cloth, the love of God. So
exactly.
this
Yeah,
freedom.
share that the true Trinity is the Divine Father, Divine Mother, which is the Holy Spirit,
Exactly.
and the soul. It's us.
Right.
So that's the true Trinity. And then we have the bioenergetic cross, which is the higher self merging with the lower self at the heart.
Right.
The male and the female merging at the heart. So we go totally into that. This is Christ consciousness, when we merge the opposites into oneness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's wonderful is now the science is coming on board with us because of the work that Heart Math Institute has been done, that the brain and the heart has many neural receptors. So even just touching your heart and just taking a moment to drop into the stillness and just feeling that love, that connection that is in you, because you carry that divine spark of the monad in you as you. So, and it's not going anywhere, and it just wants to come out. It's like the divine expression is available to us once we remember who we are. So anyway, I'm so grateful to you. I love it when a man takes on this path. And so I honor you, and hats off to you. And thank you, Scott, for bringing me up.
Absolutely. Thank you, Christy, for your work that you do. And I love that you've combined my personal master teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, with this work. And you mentioned, of course, Bashar, who has been on the show, and I've known Daryl Anka going back to the 80s. So we go pretty far back. I'd love for you to share something personal. What is a personal revelation or a truth that's come through this that has touched you and your heart personally? So
Thank you for asking that question, because that's where I really want to get to. And this book actually starts off with 3 crises I've been through in my life. And so it's really about how to shift crisis to Christ consciousness, how to make that shift, because that's kind of happens. Like when we go through crisis, that's when we really reach deeper, right? That's when we
yeah.
the next level. And so that happened in my life 3 different times. And so I go into that in very detail. But if I were to go to one thing that's really, I want to share here, that I really get out of this. And I have a healing method called the Freedom Code. And so I clear all these different emotions. But I tell you, the number one emotion that we've got to clear, that's one of the most challenging emotions, is unworthiness.
Yes.
We like don't feel worthy of the divine, of the source, of the infinite abundance that's available to us. And because of the way we were raised, because of all the religious programming, on and on. It just goes on and on. So the real work is if you just focus on I'm worthy and also own those parts of yourself that don't feel worthy, because as you own them, it creates a shift. You really start choosing it when you own those parts of you that are feeling unworthy, because it's insanity. It's the insanity of the human race. So that's the main thing I want to share here, is that I've went through a lot of neglect when I was very, very young, and that led to feeling very unworthy, and had huge money problems, and because I didn't feel worthy. That's really what it's about. And so, and as you connect with the monad, with source, with the unctional love, with the infinite within, you realize what a joke that is, because we are in this infinite abundance, in the monad, in the oneness. We are one, and everything comes, everything. And I've been proven wrong over and over. That subconscious mind thinks I'm unworthy and I'm not going to get what I need, and then I get proven wrong over and over. What I really needed does come after all. And so it's time we get it, that we're all worthy.
You're absolutely right. I believe that shame, I call it shame, is the great human epidemic. And sadly, the Roman approach to Christianity became a shame-based religion. Like you all just said, it was all about sin. And to remember that sin is an archery term. It means to miss the mark. And we all miss the mark sometimes, but it doesn't mean that there's anything fundamentally wrong with any of us. So I'm going to bring up your book that we've been talking about, and it looks wonderful. Celebrating Christ Consciousness, and it's now in pre-sale, only $7, although and it's nice that that's your minimum, $7, but people can pay whatever they want to pay. And it's a beautiful looking book all about walking in peace, and we are the Global Peace Tribe, so it's perfect for you to be on with us. I put it into the chat box, and I'm going to leave it up for a moment for our friends that are watching on Facebook and YouTube. Just take a screenshot, and that way you'll see the URL, because it's a little bit of a funny URL. It's kind of hard to memorize. So just take a screenshot, and that way you can grab it. And I want to encourage everybody to get the book. I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy the book, and I look forward to, of course, I look forward to receiving it. And Joa, thank you for your peace walks and for all that you do to continue to carry on peace in our world. You are a wonderful, wonderful brother and a beautiful colleague within our Global Peace Tribe family.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Take care, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Well, we go from a beautiful brother to a beautiful sister. Karina LaPuma, who you've seen on the show several times, she works a lot with Christy Michaels, and she also is partnered with our dear friend Darren, whom we love and adore. And welcome back to the Awakening World, Karina.
Thank you. It's such a privilege to be here. Really is. I love it.
Yeah, well, off to a good start, aren't we? And for those of you who don't remember Karina, I'm going to read a little bit about her. She's an author, coach, oracle, astrologer, tarot expert, healer, priestess, and catalyst dedicated to empowering others to awaken their creative power. She's all about helping us to live with greater purpose and intention. She's been a spiritual teacher, quantum and shamanic healer, and guide for a very long time. She was my very first astrologer, going way back into the early 80s, I believe. And Karina weaves together ancient wisdom with modern transformational practices to help individuals align with their highest potential and to consciously create meaningful, fulfilling lives. We are blessed to have her with us. We're going to learn more about her. She even has a toolkit for Awakening series, which we're going to look at. And tonight we're really kind of highlighting her brand new book. There it is, Awaken Magnetic Creation, Manifesting Your Dreams. So tell us a little bit about your inspiration for the book, and maybe give us a tool for one way we can manifest our dreams.
Well, I've been writing about the hero's journey and the archetype, the goddess warrior. And to me, the hero's journey has three parts: the separation, the initiations, and the return. So to be a hero, you have to give back what you've learned. So in the first part, the separation, you cross the threshold. And to me, I said, what does that mean? And to me, it's like learning to manifest. Because when you manifest, there's an amazing power that we have. I wrote 2 chapters in this book, and I really like my books, of course. They're my babies, but I wrote these books because people don't read a lot, and they have a lot, big print and lots of pictures with words on them so that you can read them, like just look at the pictures and read the memes and get the story. But the concept of crossing the threshold is to really acknowledge that this power is innate in us. Now, 2 of my chapters show us, because we weren't taught this, as Joa said, not only self-esteem, but also that we have this power. So I went from the Bible to the Dead Sea Scrolls to all the way up to New Thought movement and all the different people that have told us. It was like I was trying to convince myself or teach myself that we really have this magic wand inside us and we're creating consciously or unconsciously. So that is the first step of magnetic creation. And magnetic creation is a little bit different than the law of attraction. I have the 12 laws of manifestation, and one of them is the law of attraction. But basically, it's about being magnetic. When you're magnetic, you allow. It's the goddess nature. So to accept what is. One time we were hiking and Darren asked me, what does it mean to be a goddess? A goddess resists nothing. So that allowing, accepting. So when we live our life in that space, we're not resisting, we're not pushing against the river, we're in the flow. So you do this by doing your inner work. We have to, I do have a toolkit, and one of the parts in the separation is the belly of the well. And I have a book called Awaken from the Pain Body. And that's about 14 emotional patterns that we have. So these are our conditionings. So we need to look at our conditionings and I have another book called Awaken from Ego. And that's about looking at our beliefs and our ego fixations, and the Enneagram, I study that. So these are the ways we truly get from the resistances. Do the inner work, look at these patterns inside us. So once you acknowledge that you're magnetic and that you have this magnetic power, it's important to know, what do I want? And we're told by the shamans that we always start for the good of the whole. Because when you start with the good of the whole, you have the universe has your back. It kind of allows you to move and flow. So every day, couple times a day, I'm really trying to use magnetic creation. And I do this visualization where I put my hands like this, and I feel the chi field in between my hands. And I envision, because once you know what you want, you have to let go of who, what, where, when, and how. It's important to go for the essence. Like I want an attractive, compatible partner. But if you say, I want her to be blonde or tall or you're putting form on it, and it's a resistance. So the laws are telling us to go for the essence, not the form. And the key to magnetic creation is these statements. The steps to getting there are being there. You can have what you want, you just have to be it first. So it's living from the end. And that is going into that space of really feeling it, seeing it, sensing it, tasting it, hearing it, whatever you can, and always visualize through your own eyes, though you're, like not watching a movie, but you're really in there. So if you want a partner, it's important to put different things in that are using feng shui or whatever system you're using, but to relate to that person, not look at it as though you're watching that screen. So in this process that I'm talking about doing every day, this is the key to I call it the creme de la creme. It's you feel the chi field, and every day I start with seeing the earth between my hands, healing the earth. And I do have a lot of hope for our planet and our government, because I'm an astrologer. So I see the healing and the government balancing, and the corruption leaving, and light healing. And then I go into this space of, for me, it's the embodied radiance, or the embodied goddess. And what I do is I'm putting my feet on the ground, hands like this, and I kind of put my shoulders back a little bit, and I become feeling the radiance in my body. And I become what I really want to be. Because, every day, ordinary, we can be very ordinary, but we are divine beings. And it's to remember that divine, you have to step into it and take time for it. I'm guided every day to stop, no matter how busy I am, to go outside and to really breathe and just center myself and become what I want to manifest. I do it right before I go to bed and right before I wake up, and I do it during the day. So we're having your hands like this. You feel the chi between your hands. Just, if you do, it's a pulsating energy. And this is called a terma, and I was given it by Jean Houston, who I loved. And okay, so I'm just going to give you the details. So I feel this really vibrating between my hands, and I'm seeing my new book being received and open and influencing. I'm feeling my body strong and healthy and vibrant, my mind clear and sharp, my emotions calm and yet passionate, and my spiritual nature flowering, just living in that space. And then visualize whatever you desire in essence, as much detail as you can. You can hear people telling you, congratulations. You can hear yourself talking to your friends, or your friends telling you. You can smell the aroma or sense the feeling inside you. And then you put this visualization into your left hand. And you bury it in the past, because this is a quantum manifestation, and the past and the present are one. So anywhere, it can be a drawer, it can be a mountaintop. I do it in my backyard on one side, and then I start again, and I do the same thing like I've never done it. I put my shoulders back, feel the light come in. I visualize my book being filled with light. My body strong, my mind clear, my emotions calm yet passionate. I visualize deeply harmony between my partner, abundance, creative flow, whatever your heart's desire. And feel that. And now put it in your right hand. And bury it in the future.
Mhm.
Now do it again like you've never done it before. Feel your body embodied your own God nature and filled with radiance. And I often pray for my friends that are ill or during this time, and the earth, as with the earth. Feel the light in your body, being there, living from the end, this being already who you want to be, full of confidence and loving, generosity. See what you want to manifest. Be who you want to manifest. Do what you want to do. Feel it, see it, taste it, hear it, touch it, become it. And now take your hands and put them on your head and bury it in your body. And feel the chi that you build through your hands going down, down in your body. And really, and the last step of the hero is to allow and expect. And there's a time that it takes often. So the more you're in your body, this is about embodiment and grounding inside.
Mm.
So magnetic creation is very practical, grounded, doable, and we can make a better world. We can manifest what we truly want. Happiness, it is our divine right to be happy. So start consciously creating, because you're unconsciously creating. And then when feelings come up, take care of your feelings. Let them flow, let them go, and allow your spiritual essence to shine and your practical dreams come true.
Karina, that was wonderful. I'm going to actually have us edit that little practice and send it out to everybody, because it's a great, simple, beautiful, beautiful practice. Certainly anybody who wants to put in the chat box, if you had an experience, pop it in. I'll read what you have to say. And I also want to show people how you can get more of Karina. And I'm going to show you a couple things. Her website is a wonderful place to start. And it's soul-source.org. I've got the hiccups. soul-source.org. And that's where you can click here for Awaken Magnetic Creation and learn
you
all
could
about
do,
the book.
you could do K, like the letter K, lapuma.com, and you get there, if that's easier.
Okay, good to know. I'm also going to show people how they can get it on Amazon because many of us like to use Amazon. And so that's another option. Oh, whoops, I'm on checkout. Where'd you go? Here we go. Here you are on Amazon. And just like I bought Joa's book, of course, I'm going to buy your book as well. But everybody, you can just go to Amazon, put in Awaken Magnetic Creation, and it comes right up. And wow, I just bought 2 books tonight. So, Karina, thank you so much.
Here's Scott for doing this wonderful work and bringing this huge tribe together. It is such a joy, and he was a wonder boy back then too.
I've had a very blessed life. I've had a very blessed
He
life.
was a producer like a teenager almost in LA. I mean, he was amazing then and is now.
Yeah, well, thank you. Likewise. It's amazing that we've known each other as long as we have. It's really beautiful. It's wonderful to watch how you've grown and evolved. Now, I've got to ask you, you said that you have hope for the government and our future because you are an astrologer. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
Well, there is a mini trine with those transpersonal planets, Uranus, Neptune, and are in a trine. Now, in the 60s, they were conjunct. And so that revolutionizing energy is now in a very positive and transformational energy. Now, it's not manifesting in the world as we see it now, but it is the seeds are right there. And in the midpoint of that is Neptune. So these universal transpersonal, they're called the ambassadors of the galaxy, are moving together for 3 years. Now, Pluto's in Aquarius, and every time Pluto was in Aquarius, there has been a misuse of power. And the French Revolution and the United States, even though the Constitution was in 1776, the country did not form until 1881 and 1781 or 1783 when the Treaty of Paris. But this was Pluto and Aquarius. I mean, we became a country, but we were fighting. So this is a time of, it's for the people, by the people. And we recently had a Pluto, Jupiter forming like a 4-legged structure, which is expansive and grounding. So this gives me so much hope in the world that we are in a positive, universal, transpersonal time. So I am sure inside that this is the last, stronghold of the patriarchal, the top-down power that they're holding on for dear life, and they're trying to get everything they can. But it's like we're going to succeed. I believe it.
Beautiful. I believe it too, but it's wonderful to hear it from your astrological wisdom because you are a wise astrologer. So that's great news and very, very exciting and inspirational. So, Karina, thank you so much. There's some chat messages coming to you in the chat box. And we're going to go to Omashar for a song, but Diara is asking for people to put your prayer requests in the chat. And when his song is complete, she'll make her prayer list. We still have another wonderful presenter, Michael Bailey, but Diara is becoming more and more efficient in her prayer gathering. So I want to acknowledge and appreciate you for that, Diara. And again, thank you, Joa, Karina, and of course, Abigail. And we've got a lot to integrate, and the best way to integrate all of it is through the music of Omashar.
What do you see when you're alone? What do you feel when you are by yourself? How could it be that you are here? Isn't it strange the way things are? Look at the river flowing by. Look at the colors of the butterfly. How do you feel about your life? Isn't it strange the way things are? Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on and you say, the water's fine, I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend, I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. La da da da. Now that you see you're not alone, and there is no such thing as by yourself, there is a hand that's lifting you into the presence of yourself. Life is a tale that never ends. There is a purpose to each heart that beats. You are the river flowing by. You are the colors of the butterfly. Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on and you say, the water's fine, I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend, I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. La da da. Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on and you say, the water's fine, I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend, I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. Oh
Love that song. Absolutely love it. It's got such a haunting melody to it. It's beautiful.
It's a phenomenal one, and it was specifically for Michael that I sang that one, and all of us, of course, and our next guest. And so, yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. And before we go to our next guest, hey, this Friday, please go to Bandcamp and buy Omushar's albums because all the money, it's Bandcamp Friday once a month, all the money goes straight to the artist. And we so deserve to support our beloved brother here. And he's got so many wonderful, I do it that way. Search, there we go. You should be coming up. If I click it that way, there he is. There is Omushar's 6 children waiting there on Bandcamp for you to purchase. So
My babies.
Your babies. Thank you so much, Omushar. And of course, Omushar will close us out tonight. Well, as he mentioned, we have a really special guest. And it's someone I've known for many, many years, Michael Bailey. And Michael is right upstairs. He's visiting us here in Tiburon right now. And many of you joined us. By the way, you're on camera right now, Michael. Many of you joined us when we had Sally Cox presenting about the bonobos. And we're going to do a similar event on Friday. We're going to have Michael sharing at Sunrise Center. It's a hybrid event, and people can come to the Sunrise Center and see him live, or you can come online and see him that way. And he's going to be sharing in depth about his extraordinary life. He has spent decades supporting how to make our world a better place, with his big focus being on the oceans. He's known for directing high seas expeditions. He's captured footage for National Geographic's Great Whales, ABC's American Sportsman, and Turner Broadcasting's From No Man's Land, A Porpoise Cries. He worked on the Oscar-winning documentary The Cove. He's trained with Al Gore's Climate Project, and he's recognized as one of the very few original Greenpeace campaign and expedition leaders, launching high seas expeditions to confront Soviet factory whaling fleets. He's been doing it for a long time, and welcome back to the Awakening World, Michael.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, Scott. Thank you, one and all. Can you see and hear me rather well, Scott? Am I good?
You're great. You're great.
And you're great too, Scott. Thanks, Gwen, everybody. Yeah, so I'm here. Part of this effort is to have a program at the Sunrise Center here in Corte Madera, Tiburon, Sausalito, California on Friday, a gathering of various people involved with environment ecology, spiritual aspects of that, and other things. I've personally spent my life since the 1970s working to help save whales and dolphins in environment ecology. Was one of the original members of running Greenpeace high seas expeditions to save baby seals and whales, etc. I've been on the cover of National Geographic magazine and the oil fires in Kuwait and Gulf War I, etc. Known Scott for many years, as well as many other people. A couple of our other cohorts, Lori Grace and Emerald Star, like myself, were educated by Al Gore in the world of climate change and climate presentations on our changing ecology that's caused by excess carbon dioxide in the environment. So part of me is not just simply the practical aspects of saving nature. There's also been certain quests in life for understanding the spiritual, invisible planes of existence, right? This involves, because part of the thing with Greenpeace, we used to find the whaling ships on the high seas by throwing the I Ching, and the I Ching would guide us across the seas. I once personally did an I Ching toss that guided the Rainbow Warrior flagship 2,000 miles across the ocean to track down whaling ships, of which I kept telling the crew, don't worry, we got secret information that's come through as to what's happening, okay, relying upon the cosmic divination to help us. And I think at this point in time in our lives and at this time of the world, we need cosmic divination to help us. All of us do. We understand that we're in a very key aspect of human existence, human evolution, human transition. So I'm here to help provide some messages and do sharings with other people here in California and abroad on that topic. Can you all hear me? Am I okay?
You sound great, Michael. You sound great.
Perfect.
And yeah, thank you for decades of work that you've done. And I think you've got some photos and videos to share with our audience.
That's correct. We do. I've got one thing that's coming up sometime in the near future is we're going to be doing at the Sunrise Center a program dealing with overfishing and climate change, that sort of thing. We're also got some other programs coming up dealing with the aspects of just loving nature. That's one of the aspects of the Sunrise Center in Corte Madera near Sausalito that we continue. And Scott's been a very key anchor in with that world himself. So we do have some information we can share. I can probably do some sharing right now. As a matter of fact, let me do a screen share.
Great.
I think I can do a screen share. Put on Zoom here. Screen share.
And I've put into the chat box, everybody. Please join Michael and I Friday night at 7 p.m. Now, any of you that are in the Bay Area, like Karina or Christy, you can come to the Sunrise Center where you can see Michael live at 7. But for the rest of you, come join us online. I've put the link into the chat box. It'll be very similar to what we did a couple weeks ago with Sally and her bonobo presentation. And so please do join us. All right, take it away, Michael.
Very good. I'm going to keep this quick and not bore people too much. Just some background information. And by the way, part of my fascination with whales and dolphins, not exclusively, is just the levels of ESP and cosmic experiences that happen with them. For those that have been involved with the whale and dolphin tribe, world, universe, recognizing they carry the most complex brains of any creatures on Earth, right? They much more folds, much more neurons than we carry. And we sometimes, human beings, think that we're the superior species just because we have opposing index fingers and thumbs and great fire and tools. But as far as brain capacity and brain evolution goes, whales and dolphins biologically are much further along the path than ours. And I've even engaged in some conversations in more recent times with members of the extraterrestrial UFO, USO, unidentified submerged objects communities on the topic of examining communications with whales and dolphins as a pathway to understanding parallel universes, perhaps even extraterrestrial or parallel dimension lives. And so that's part of the fascination with whales and dolphins. One of the reasons so many people are drawn to them is because of the magic that's there. I've been involved recently, some years ago, 2019, helping save a group of whales in Russia. These were captured by smugglers in Russia, almost 100 whales be sold for theme parks and for other things in the world, other real estate ventures in China, etc. So yeah, it was a very key expedition to run these projects to help dealing with whales and dealing with the dolphins and dealing with what's happening. So we did this campaign to help protect them in Russia, help Leonardo DiCaprio and Vladimir Putin. Leonardo DiCaprio kindly posted to a petition page that he was interested in having the whales saved, and 4 days later, Vladimir Putin announced on national TV in Russia that he was interested in having the whales saved and that sort of thing. So that's an example there of what we can do sometimes fairly simplistically is get individuals behind campaigns and running projects. I ended up becoming the boots in the ground. I was running a high seas expedition with a group of Russian conservationists, and we did this small boat, 70-foot long former Polish tuna boat that I staffed and crewed. I was the only Westerner on it, and we managed to document and expose what was happening and prove that the whales were indeed going to be saved and protected, and let them know that they were being monitored. So that's a key thing for me myself to be able to work on those sorts of topics. I think it's very important. Other aspects of life that we have is we have overfishing the seas, and we're all every 2/3 of our oxygen we breathe come from plant plankton. The oceans keep us alive, right? The salinity of the ocean is like the salinity of our own blood. We're basically living oceans ourselves with our lives. And so at this point in time, we really need to understand why the oceans are so important and to apply educational tools in our own communities to the oceans themselves. And that's one of the reasons I've been involved heavily with these topics of ocean conservation and the world of plastic in the sea. So I'm going to pop some. I'm going to pop on a little bit of a. Let me move this. Is it moving? Not yet. It's not moving. That's not moving. Well,
I think you have to stop share screen.
maybe that's it. I'll stop share screen. Then you can see me. Voila.
Okay.
Get it back
Um,
on again.
Take your time, Michael. I just want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the Sunrise Center event so that people can see it. And again, I've put into the chat box where people can register and join us. Please join us this Friday night at 7 p.m. It's going to be really, really wonderful to, really hear the full program that Michael is putting together. And of course, if you can join us in person, that would be great. But if not, please join us by coming online with us. And they can all be found at Sunrise Center. I had that actually a moment ago and I lost it. There we go. How are you doing with finding what you're looking for, Michael?
In one moment.
Okay, so I'll go to Sunrise Center. All of you that are, especially in the Bay Area, always go to sunrisecenter.org. Obviously, both Michael and I are here at Lori's home in Tiburon, where I live, and Michael's visiting us. And if you go to events and upcoming events, the big one that's coming up is Save Our Oceans, Save Ourselves, Stories with Michael Bailey. And that's where you go if you want to join us live for people like Christy and Karina that live in the Bay Area. And for the rest of you, please use the link that I put into the chat box where you can, for $5, that is a $5 fee, that all goes to supporting Michael and his work. And it's going to be a wonderful evening, similar to what we did with Sally Cox and the Bonobos a couple of weeks ago. And I'll turn it back over to you, Michael.
Yeah. So the process of our gathering this coming Friday is to help network with people that have like-minded interests and skills in helping protect the world, to help make ourselves a more evolved species. And I think that's part of what Scott does here, of course, very well with ourselves, and try to make human evolution move further along the pathway, right? Understanding that our interaction with whales, our interaction with nature, interaction with the air and the beauty of trees is so important to our daily survival. It's something we commonly forget. I believe that this is something that we need to instill in ourselves even more. And I'm going to bring up this PowerPoint presentation, hopefully right now, and get it shown to you. We'll see how it goes.
And I just put the link back into the chat box for everybody to join us. I will send out an email to our entire email list, but if you can register right now tonight, that's great. It's nice to see people registering, and yeah, I get excited.
We'll tell you what we're going to play right now. We're going to play one of the video pieces that we've got involved with the upcoming promotion, which is, can we run with some audio here? Okay, here we go. I'll do a screen share. Is that what I'm going to do, Scott?
That's right. You're going to screen share and make sure you share sound.
Okay, coming up. Is sound being shared?
All
Yes.
good.
I
A second, back it up to the top, make it a little bit larger. Life will be good, hopefully.
Go to full screen.
Do I? Oh, thank you. In that case, we'll just let it play.
I am the ocean. I have been here long before you, stretching across the earth, holding life in my depths, feeding you, protecting you. Can you see me? Can you hear me? waters cradle the smallest plankton, the vital heartbeat of your planet. You breathe because of me, the oxygen I gift. Rising from the smallest creatures to the mighty forests of kelp that sway with life.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's very important for us to recognize as a species, right? That our very breath of the air that we breathe, the oxygen, the life-giving essence, is all part of an ecosystem. One thing which I'd like to bring up, which wasn't originally part of my theme, I'm going to bring it up now, was mentioning how we have this perhaps sort of cosmic divination occurring now in the geopolitical world. I'm confident, and I mean 100% confident, that part of what's happening, part of the craziness, the insanity that we're now seeing, is that the world is trying to bring our inner hidden selves forward. We get a chance to see the graft, the corruption, the craziness, the addiction we have to our media streams and other things, all in full vision. And the question is, are we going to be aware enough of the situation to understand how we're being manipulated, modified, panicked, whatever we're trying to be done, or are we going to be able to maintain a calm, measured outlook and try to share that with other people that are in our sphere of friends and colleagues? I'm going personally, I'm involved with the latter aspects of this movement to help become further self-aware and become have further understanding behind, even though it seems to be chaotic and perhaps challenging in the external world at this point in time, that really it's an opportunity for us to evolve. And we are, or perhaps not evolve, but it's an opportunity to evolve. And I think that's an important thing for us to understand. And in other aspects of what we've got here, we've got there we go. I'll do another screen share.
Okey-doke.
Move this aside. Screen share. Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
Great. So just some background information. So I spoke about the idea that we have to, how change can happen. For me, my personal spiritual growth has been a process of saving whales, dolphins, the environment, and nature, and the process learning how to grovel in the face of the infinite creator to creation, to call upon help and assistance. Like we mentioned before, they're using the I Ching to guide Greenpeace expeditions, use prayer and meditation to call upon beneficent forces to help us have good fortune and luck and accomplishments of what we're doing. And part of it comes down to being, we have this, for me, for example, is this campaign we did over in Kuwait in the Gulf War I. Can you see this, Scott? Is it on your screen, the Lifestyles magazine?
Yes, we see that.
Was me in the Gulf War I, 1991, putting out oil fires in Kuwait, rescuing oil-soaked seabirds, covering National Geographic magazine, etc. And and then helping save the whales on the right side in front of Russian harpoon ships, factory ships, that sort of thing with Greenpeace. A lot of these things were done independently with different TV crews financing them. I did a lot of projects once. I spent my first 7 years with Greenpeace doing independent TV and film production, sometimes with the help of people like Ted Turner, right, with his documentary capability. Helping save the baby white harp seals for the same purpose. The beautiful white harp seals, the lambs of the ocean, shall we say, that need to be protected from sealers' clubs. That was a campaign which I directed very extensively and was seen by hundreds of millions of people, billions of people around the world, and it eventually resulted in the seals being largely protected. But of course, the continuous onslaught upon our ocean continues. We still have got, I was involved heavily with a movie called The Cove. It picked up the Academy Award in 2010 for Best Documentary about dolphins being killed. Helping rescue sperm whales on the coast of Oregon back in the folly of my youth. Helping rescue whales and try to put them out to sea to save them from being killed on land. And of course, running rubber boats in front of harpoon ships. Sort of a universal image there that happened that launched hundreds of millions of direct mail pieces on behalf of Greenpeace and the Save the Whales movement. I bring these topics up partially because for me, I found that by stretching ourselves, whatever the stretch we can go into, we stretch ourselves beyond our capabilities sometimes. We stretch ourselves inside to our inner thoughts, to our inner fears, our inner anxieties. We can accomplish much more. Not necessarily like I do here in these external campaigns of life and death, near misses and media campaigns, but just personally, I'm confident that when we were throwing the I Ching upon with Greenpeace and doing other things, that it was our fears and our doubts and our anxieties inside of ourselves that we're willing to confront and willing to bear back our human soul, our spirit, open up ourselves to the idea there can be infinite help in the invisible realms that could allow it to come through. And that's something which our species needs now, all of us needs now to make a difference, to make that happen. Because if we just idly go by and get ourselves being brainwashed by, 3-minute attention spans, whatever the latest media stream is that's coming at us, and we aren't questioning the sources of what's happening, what our own thoughts are, how we're being led with anxiety and fear and doubt, if we just allow ourselves to go along the pathway, realistically, from what I can tell, the universe, we're really...
Whoops. I have a feeling we just lost Michael.
We
Well-
did. He's not there.
Yeah. All right. Well, what I want to do is, again, encourage everybody, please join us this Friday night at 7 p.m. I know that we had 41 people for Sally Cox, and that really was a wonderful event. It was great. And this is going to be very similar. And I'll make sure that Michael's got his technology together for his presentation. So
He's just coming back in now.
Yeah, he's back.
great. Yeah, I see that. I'll go to you in a moment, Michael. But just while we're on it, please join Michael and myself this Friday night, August 7th. And by the way, it says 6 p.m. there, and I just realized it's actually at 7 p.m. So it's at 7 p.m. I'll have to redo that poster. But join us Friday night at 7 p.m. And please use the link that I've been putting into the chat box. I'm going to put it in one more time. And I really hope that all of you will be there. It's going to be a great program. We'll work with Michael, make sure that he's got all of his slides and his videos and his technology fully together. And Michael, we lost you there for a moment. And I'm looking for you so I can bring you back on. I saw him come into the Zoom room. Oh, there he is. Hey, Michael.
There we go. Back on it again.
All right.
All good fun. Yeah. So I think for people that have a sense of the invisible, a sense of the magic, I think it's extremely important for that to be maintained in this day and age because it's being consciously driven away from us. The fact that we are being put into programmed areas of fear and anxiety and doubt, concerned about our geopolitical situations, watching the drums of war beat around the world, and we can be overwhelmed by these situations unless we are focused, mentally calm, and have alliance with communities, which one of the reasons this gathering that Scott organizes is so important because it allows the tribal people to maintain connection. That's part of the challenges we presently face in this day and age. And if we do not do that, if we just let ourselves be led astray and along with this path, this floating path of media stream and anxiety and fear, we will not be capable of really making the massive changes that we need to have happen and the beautiful legacies that we can leave behind for other people, for future generations. That's part of this discussion that's happening. And also we'll be touching upon, again, on the event on Friday, a bit of the metaphysical world with not just I Ching and looking for the sky for rainbows gives divination, but also the fact we could use different types of dance and song in Greenpeace era and the early Greenpeace years and other things to help bring about change, help bring us good fortune, bring about mental focus. And I think that's an important thing for us to understand too. We need to have all these attributes at this point in time, which is one of the reasons we have a discussion here on Friday on that topic, and wrapped around the fact that we need to protect the oceans, protect the whales, the dolphins, protect fisheries, love our air, love our oxygen, but also instill inside of ourselves and remerge inside of ourselves a beautiful way to make the world a better place by changing ourselves inside and becoming more empowered.
Beautiful. Michael, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of a taste of your history. I'm going to keep it to this because I really want people to come on Friday. So this is a homeopathic dose of Michael Bailey, and you're going to get the full course on Friday night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. And yes, I know that for people on the East Coast, that's a little bit late. So we will record it, and everybody who pays their $5 and registers will get a copy of the recording. And I hope that all of you will contribute. That $5 means a lot. It goes a long way and helps Michael to do the great work that he's doing. And Michael, thank you so much. And I will see you when the show is over upstairs here in Tiburon.
Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Look forward to seeing you online Friday or in person.
All right. All right. Well, it's going to be a really wonderful evening, and I do hope that some of you can join us in person, and I definitely hope that all of you will be with us online Friday night. And a lot of people are showing appreciation for you right now, Michael. Take a look at the chat box.
Let's have appreciation for us all just by being here online and maintaining community. That's so important in this day and age.
Absolutely. Look at all these beautiful souls, everybody contributing in their own unique ways to our awakening world. And one of the people who contributes every week at this time is our beloved Diara, who is going to lead our weekly prayer time.
Thank you, Scott. And when you said all the beautiful souls, I could just feel that. And this show has been amazing. I wondered why I wore a red shirt tonight. And I found this background as we were playing in the roses, and just so touched by everything tonight. I've been taking notes since the very beginning when Abigail came on, and I'll just read through my notes and recreate and then do our prayers. So like Abigail reminded us to bless the ancestors of the land as we know them. I'm on the land of the Umpqua, as well as many other sacred tribes. And just the beauty of what she brought in for us just opened our hearts, and the mystery and the magic. And then Joa coming in with his tenderness and his strength, and reminding us about the Gnostic teachings, and knowing that all that's being activated as we're speaking of it. And then I wrote down words about practical magic and ordination, and we spoke about the sacred and the divine along with the ordinary, and Karina brought us into that. And the word mundane kept coming up for me. Mundane, meaning the ordinary. And that's what we're talking about. That's what we do, that when we bring in the divine to the mundane becomes divine, and that's when we create that magic. And thank you, Karina, for that beautiful healing experience you gave us. And then Michael just continued that with integrating the magic and the mystery, and having ordinary miracles becoming our way of life. So one of the miracles to pray for in this moment, starting with the bigger picture, is the concept of fire and water, and blessing all the waters of the ocean, the waters of the river, the waters of the lakes, the waters of the dewdrops. And as we're going to go in to bless all those affected, and in the realm of fire, we're using the waters of the earth to help quell the fires, and bringing the balance of nature back in to our beloved earth, our beloved hearts, our beloved bodies. So thanking all the waters that have been available for the fire tenders, the fire helpers, the firefighters to use to combat the excessive fire, the anger, the rage that's manifesting in the realities, using the fire, the waters of the fire water, the waters of emotions to help quell and soothe and calm. And so I'm blessing the rivers, and blessing the lakes, blessing all the waters, so that there may be an abundance of water to quell the fires. Yes, indeed, the heated rage in the ocean as well. And within the fires, we're blessing all those displaced, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the trees, the winged ones, the creepy crawlies, blessing all those affected by the smoke from the fires. And we take this smoke and all of the elements of everything that's been burned in the fire, and we give that smoke to the heavens to be reconstituted, all those elements in the smoke to be blessed. There's so much we've forgotten to teach about how our world is integrated, and how the air comes in, and what we're breathing in is the constitution of all that's come and gone before us. And thanking the firefighters, and one of the needs that they have is shoes. If anyone has any funds to donate locally, sometimes we'll go in and we'll pay forward in the shoe department of these big stores. So when the firefighters come in, they have new shoes that have been paid for, because as you can imagine, the soles get burned through so quickly. So anything else that we want to put in collectively right now, prayers for our lungs, the lungs of all the animals, all that we've mentioned, from the fire and the smoke. This is really big. I'm feeling a lot of energy around this before I move down the list. And I feel the elementals working. I feel the fairies working. I feel all the magical creatures working. And we know the power of this type of prayer, and that it's real. And so thank you for allowing the space for this and all that we're putting in. I can feel our bodies opening with the power of this prayer. And using the beauty of the roses, I just looked up to see, oh yes, the beauty of the roses coming in, and the fragrance. And we thank all those that are helping. Now, as we move down our list into the more specific prayers, I'm calling in all the helpers for each individual that put prayers in the chat, and all the individuals who are being mentioned by name. I'm praying first for my friend Doherty Wesley, for her peaceful passage and transition, for her courage. I'm praying for Dia's friend Deborah, who just had a breast mastectomy. And I'm praying for her body part. I'm praying for her body, that it still feels whole and complete while her recovery continues. Seeing in the chat, praying for our eyes and the body parts of all our body parts in our eyes. And in the chat, I put in, may we see that what Michael's speaking about, may we see these things without it paralyzing. May we have a tender strength to be able to manifest the goodness that's been prophesied here tonight by many of our guests. And going down our list, praying for Shoshana's friends, Nancy Bloom, Alan Tomaszewski, Don D. Mark Bickenstaff. And if you put things in the chat, I'll read them just as is. If you want it to remain anonymous, let me know that too. And thank you for allowing me to do these prayers. They're so potent and so palpable, and I am so honored. And so thank you for allowing me to be more specific in my requests, to be able to do a more powerful prayer session for us. Praying for Tim's Linda, for her health. Praying for our beloved Scotty Satori, not only for his healing, but also for his daughter Satori. I'm clearing away any interference that may have come in for her that would prevent her from traveling. I'm putting more angelic protection around her, Scotty, for you. And as I'm feeling that in my body, I'm just asking the waters of health and life to move through, to push that out. I feel like she'll have a turnaround, and to drink more water. We all need to drink more water. Susan's son, Eddie. I'm praying for interference to be removed from his field, the entities that are interfering with him, Susan. And I see fighters coming in, praying for him, helping him fight that fight of affliction. I'm seeing prayers for our government. And with our government, what I'm doing is I'm asking that this love and light come into the hearts of every being involved in the government at every level. May there be an awakening in their cells so they can remember. May the veils be lifted before their eyes to remember the truth of love and what they may have come in for to do. And we're also praying for the balance. Like Michael said, so much of what is happening is to awaken us to the realities, to have more balance and blending of the all of it. Prayers for peace on earth, prayers for all the innocents in every land that are affected by war. Praying for the innocent in every way. May this world may this world treasure innocence. May this world treasure peace. And all that is other than that, may it be embellished in a way so that it is fulfilled in order to have its needs met from its source as well, so that the lion may lay down with the lamb. And I have one more specific prayer on my list, and that's for Christie's Book of Truth, I've called it. It's fairy tales, true fairy tales for children. It's called the Book of Truth, True Fairy Tales for Children. Animals and human innocence, the innocence in all of us. I'm praying for protection and more abundance for you, Scott. I'm praying for a magnification of all that is needed for you to continue to do your work, your health, your vitality, your love, your abundance of all goodness. I'm praying for all of us in the Zoom room now that we may have all of those things as well. Praying for our capacity to love more, to be more love. I am so touched and humbled and honored to be of service in this way, this sacred service. And so with that, I'll bring us all back in together for our silent prayer time. And so it is, and may it be so, and protection around my prayer.
Thank you, dear. Let's have a couple minutes of silence for everyone to send prayers out to whatever is true for you, whatever's in your heart. Prayers for people to forgive and seek to understand those relationships that have caused hurt or harm. As a relationship coach, I see there's so much pain from people holding on to ways that their needs weren't met by family members or lovers or friends. May we all forgive just as we wish to be forgiven. May we all drop into mutual understanding. Remember that everyone is always doing the best that they can in every moment, given their unique set of circumstances, hardships, indoctrination, beliefs. remembering that compassion and empathy are the tools that help us to truly create a global peace tribe. And with that, we're going to go to Omar Shar and we'll do Global Peace Tribe announcements after Omar Shar's song.
Okay. I'm going to have to change a couple of things, Scott.
Oh.
No, I'm ready. I
Oh.
just have to press some buttons because I was deep in prayer there, brother.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all God. Ha ha.
Oh, hang on. I knew this would happen. Get down. 2, 3, 4. Felt alone for oh so many years. Held my head high to hide the pain. Nowhere to turn, so to myself again. My heart to the mother. I am one with all feeling, and one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all feeling, and one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all. Go, Eleanor. The time has come to wake my sleepy head and peel back the sheets of illusion. The time has come to lift my voice once more and sing the songs of the new world. I am one with all feeling, and one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all. I am one with all feeling, and one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all love. One more time. We are one with all feeling, and one with all one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all. I am one with all feeling, and one with all love, one with all healing, and one with all love.
Oh, Homoshar. That was just exquisite. Did you sing it at a slower pace this time?
No, it's I've been, all of my songs were written. I mean, I don't, I write them down like Bob Dylan, right? Goddess of music comes through me, but I've jazzed them all up to fit different genres, and I've been stripping them all back to their simple original writing. It's just a song, a melody, a keyboard, and a simple beat. And that's pretty much what I did with this. I was playing it today and I thought, that's a beautiful song. How about slowing it down, as you said, and just putting a little simple blippy beat behind it. And I felt it so deeply. And it was one of those ones I pulled out of the basket for tonight. So
Yeah, I felt it more deeply today than ever before. And so that's why I was wondering what was different about it.
But also, I think, Scott, we are deepening, and all of these songs have been written right from the heart of all creation. And people don't always listen to the songs when they're playing because it's just oh, that's nice. But as we're deepening, we're listening to each other more. And tonight the content, holy smoke, we're just going deeper, and soul mining, I call it.
Beautiful, beautiful. It was gorgeous. And I would love for you to share, you've got something for our audience to know about.
I do. Give me a moment. Let's see if I can actually do this without messing it up. Share screen, files. Okay, there we go. Okay, you can see that, right?
We can. There's a good-looking guy. There's a good-looking guy with a little O and a masher after that.
I know that was made for me, and they said, "How would you like it changed?" And I said, "Well, perhaps make the O bigger," but it never happened. So whatever, I surrender. But this weekend, this Lionsgate weekend, starting in Australia, which is on our 7th, because their 8th is they're ahead of time. They're already in the future. There's a global peace activation wave happening all around the world, starting sometime midday on the 7th here, which is midnight on the 8th, Lionsgate in Australia. And it's an amazing thing. And John Raymer and Summer Raymer and Ben Bowler and Unity Earth and a whole bunch of people are involved in it. But you can go to, I will put it in the chat when I've got rid of this screen here. But for those watching on YouTube and Facebook, if you put in your browser gpa.intruth.io, that gives you the access to the stream that's happening all 24 hours, all out of the Pitch Hub in Canada. Our friend up there, Peter Young and Delan, who are putting the technology together for it. So I will be tuning in sometime, but on Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, so it doesn't mess with your presentation with Michael, I play a 20-minute set, and on Saturday at about 10:45 Pacific, I play a set as well. And so you can go into that link, gpa.intruth.io, and it'll have a live stream there. And then you can watch anytime, 24 hours. There's about 20 different nodes around the world as we pass this peace activation around the world. So I'm going to stop the share. That's good. And I'm going to put in the chat box here exactly what I was just rambling on about. Ramble on. That's Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. That's right. That's
I
right.
know. I actually saw them just before they ixnayed. I was a little boy. I was about 2 years young.
I also saw them. I saw them at the Inglewood Forum in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. They were loud and long. They played a long, long set, which is great. Yeah.
Yes, it is, especially when you're otherwise imbibed. So it works.
Oh, I have no idea what you mean.
Me neither.
Omar Shah, thank you so much. Let's all catch Omar Shah and all of our colleagues and friends in this beautiful event they've put together that he just told us about. Let's all register and link. And I'm going to keep my my announcement short and sweet. Of course, please join us Friday night for the Michael Bailey event. And then Saturday, August 8th, it's Lionsgate. And we are reestablishing a monthly collaboration with Neil Gaur, Alan Steinfeld, and Portal to Ascension. Omar Shah's favorite guys, AJ and Thomas, will be with us.
It is a Nanakasha. What do you know? What's her gift?
I don't know.
Because for some reason, I used to play music and travel around the world with a group called the Melchizedek Method. And she was in the audience, and she said, "Hi, I'm Sharon. Don't you remember me?" So I was just wanting some clues there, so I can go not be so dumb when I speak with her.
Yeah, she's new to me as well. So, but I'll send you what I have that Neil has sent me about her. So I'll pass that on to you. Anyway, we have quite the week ahead with what Omar Shah and our friends with Unity Earth are doing on Friday into Saturday and the Lionsgate. And I want to thank everybody who's been part of tonight's show. Thank you, Diara. Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Joa. Thank you, Allison. Abigail, I mean. I need to go eat. I'm going to go to Gallery View and I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for a beautiful evening. Have a wonderful one. I hope to see all of you on Friday night and again on Saturday.